The collapse of the Soviet
It's
Union
5 reasons why you shouldn't mess with the USA.
left the United States as the sole superpower in the world, and it's never looked back. In all aspects of the world, the United States is indeed a superpower, especially when it comes to its military might, which is unsurpassable in its strength, technological superiority, operational capabilities, and power projection across the globe. In this video, we'll take a look at the 5 top reasons why you wouldn't want to go against the US military establishment. The United States Air Force is the strongest in the world.
Oh, wow.
Not only in the number of operational aircraft, but also in technological superiority.
What are those?
It currently operates a total of over 15,000 military aircraft,
What?
combining all the branches of the military service, including the US Navy, US Army, Coast Guard, and the US Marines. As of 2017, the US Air Force alone has a fleet of over 5,300 aircraft, 406 intercontinental ballistic missiles, and 170 military satellites.
What? Bro, in 2017, we had 5,300 aircrafts, 170 military satellites. Holy Jesus.
70 military satellites.
And these are intercontinental ballistic missiles, 406.
Greater than any other country in the world.
That's
the
crazy.
USA has the largest number of stealth aircraft designed to be silent killers and untrackable by the radar defense systems of most countries in the world. Some of these stealth aircraft include air superiority fighters, such as the F-22 Raptor and the F-35 Joint Strike Fighter, heavy bombers, such as the B-2 Spirit.
Dude, holy.
In fact, the United States pioneered this technology in the 1980s with the introduction of the F-117 Nighthawk stealth attack aircraft. Stealth aircraft
Holy.
are designed to avoid detection using a variety
This is
of
epic.
technologies that reduce radar
If you're
reflection.
American and you're watching this, you're like, God bless America. This is freaking crazy. Yo, I'm Perry Lawrencing with a gifted sub. Holy! A tier 2 gifted sub to Ulrich. Was that an accident? We haven't had a tier 2 gifted sub in a long time. Thank you so much.
Or air-based radar antennas, thereby reducing its radar cross-section, or RCS. This revolutionary technology allows a 5th-generation aircraft, such as the F-22 Raptor, with a max takeoff weight of 83,500 pounds, to have a radar cross-section of just 0.0001 meters squared, about the size of a bumblebee. What's more insane?
Wait. So you're telling me that this thing is so stealth that on a radar it would look like a bumblebee? How the hell?
Is that the massive B-2 bomber also has the same radar cross-section as the F-22 Raptor. Thus, it becomes extremely difficult to track stealth aircraft.
What the
Even
hell?
if the enemy spots them on their radar scopes, it's a whole other story to successfully track them and register a
They're like, guys, we got visual confirmation of a bumblebee.
missile kill. The whole idea behind this technology is to break the chain in which a conventional surface-to-air missile defense system works. It's the same reason countries like China and Russia are also hard at developing their own stealth fighter, the Chengdu J-20 and the Sukhoi Su-57, respectively. These aircraft will allow the US Air Force to assert its air superiority over any battlefield of the future. And we all know that control of these skies is the biggest decider
Chat.
in any war.
You want to know what I saw the other day? It sounded so stupid it made me laugh. You guys ready for this? There are more airplanes in the water than there are submarines in the sky. I thought that was so funny.
The next reason why any country going to war with the US military should think twice is because of the strength of the US Navy and its dominance over the world's ocean, especially the Navy's supercarriers.
Holy
The US
dude.
Navy currently operates 11 nuclear-powered Nimitz-class supercarriers,
What?
which is the largest aircraft carrier fleet in the world. The only Navy that can come close in terms of technological advancement is probably the Royal Navy of the United Kingdom, but they only have 2 operational carriers.
Only
This
2?
class of carriers has a displacement of over 100,000 tons and can carry a complement of up to 70 aircraft.
Oh, that's
They're
it? Only
literally
70?
a floating small town in the ocean with its own airport. The Nimitz-class carriers in themselves are extremely potent offensive weapons, but the way they operate in what is called the carrier strike groups makes these ships even more deadly. A carrier seldom deploys alone. There are always a fleet of surface and underwater assets surrounding them. And
what? Bro, imagine seeing that. A tier 3 sub! Holy Lawrence! Perry, you monster. Oh my god, you didn't have to do that. Oh my god. Wait, how long has Eliminate been following for? Oh man, follow age. Alright, let's see. Hey, there's no follow age anymore? What the dicks? Dude, Eliminate's not even here anymore. Oh man, you give the tier 3 sub to someone that's not even here. Alright. Wait, Eliminate's never... He's a first-time chatter! Alright, you have to use your first-time chat right now, Eliminate, to thank him. He's never chatted. He's been following since 2021, chat. He's a hardcore follower. He's never chatted. This guy's a low-key, high-key lurker. And you just exposed him, Perry. You just gave him a tier 3 sub. And he's been lurking since 2021. Holy.
These include guided missile cruisers, a destroyer squadron, attack submarines, and other support vessels.
Bro, imagine... Oh my god. Imagine being a country going against America and they pull up with this in your backyard, bro. It's game over, man. It's game over.
Together, they project the power of the carrier, and at the center of the group 4.
What? That's what it looks like when they're at... There's no way. There is no way. Oh my god. I would just surrender. I would just surrender. If these people were freaking coming at me, I would... Oh no. Oh no.
Forward towards the enemy. While the carrier is carrying out its offensive role with the use
of
its
true
air,
scream.
The other ships are responsible to protect its flanks against any enemy attack. This combination of offensive and defensive strategy makes the US carrier strike group almost impenetrable. The United States Navy...
Okay, why did this guy have to go and ruin the video by saying that almost impenetrable? It just takes one great placed nuke in the middle of all of them. Pfft, game over. Jesus.
9 such carrier strike groups, 8 of which are based in the United States, and 1 that's forward deployed to Japan.
We have one so close to China.
For over 50 years, the United States Navy maintains 9 such carrier strike groups, 8 of which are based in the United States.
So we got a bunch over here. Here's Hawaii, right? We got a bunch over here, you know, chilling near Africa. Wait, no. Iceland.
And 1 that's
right? Portugal's over here.
Forward deployed to Japan. For over 50 years, this has been the principal
all near the
element
UK.
of US power protection, and the Nimitz class of supercarriers are at the center of it all.
How long would it take for this like huge fleet to probably go from like... I feel like it'd take
Despite
forever,
this,
bro.
The US is currently in the process of developing a new class of carriers called the Gerald R. Ford class.
Perry, you freaking monster. If you just got a tier 1 gifted sub from Perry, thank him right now, dude.
R. Ford class.
Gerald R. Ford class, chat. Gerald. Yo, look at these guys up here. This is insane.
Intended to replace the Nimitz class ships. This new supercarrier will be even more technologically advanced and is expected to continue US dominance of the oceans well into the late 21st century.
Wow, we're playing that far ahead.
The third reason...
Wait, that carrier's now operational? Oh my god.
Why you shouldn't fight the US military is their massive stockpile of nuclear and conventional intercontinental ballistic missiles,
look at these missiles.
or ICBMs. The ICBM plays the role of the land leg in the US nuclear triad, along with the Trident submarine-launched ballistic missile SLBM and nuclear warheads carried on long-range strategic bombers. ICBMs are launched from ground-based missile silos, achieving high suborbital spaceflight, approximately 1,000 miles above the surface of the Earth. The body of the missile then separates from the warhead, which re-enters the atmosphere and free falls to the assigned target at hypersonic speeds. The US military currently operates 400 ICBMs from its base in Wyoming and North Dakota. The LGM-30G Minuteman III is the only type of ICBM that is currently operational in the US. The Minuteman III family of ICBMs were first developed in the 1960s as a response to the Soviet nuclear threat. Throughout the Cold War and beyond, these missiles have undergone constant modernization. In the last decade alone, the US military has undertaken $7 billion worth of upgrades.
$7 billion?
The propulsion engines, the propellants used, the guidance system, and even the flight control surfaces have all been refurbished. The upgraded missiles are completely different from its 1960s counterparts, except for the shell. These state-of-the-art improvements and modernization programs have kept the Minuteman III system operational for over 50 years, with improved reliability that supports the missile's remarkable 99% alert rate. The latest versions of the missiles have a range of over 8,000 miles, which is greater than the diameter of the Earth at 7,917.5 miles. They can carry multiple 330 kiloton nuclear warheads, which is 20 times greater.
Wait. We can bomb any country in the world? Our ICBMs can go literally anywhere? No shot. Holy smokes. Oh my God. No wonder we're the world power. Like, North Korea is just figuring out that they can like send missiles over Japan. Oh my God. That is crazy.
Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Not only that, each of these warheads...
And you know what's the craziest thing too? Like, are we the only country that's used a nuclear warhead? Right? We're the only ones I can think of. I don't know who else did. Is there anyone else that has? Like, to this magnitude, like destroying a whole city? Well, 2 cities, I guess. Because my God, you know what's crazy is that like Japanese people, for the most part, have been pretty forgiving. I feel like there would have been, man, they're only for our friends because we're the world power, bro. There's no way that it's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, they do send theirs to the ocean all the time, Barry. I see those news articles. I think it's freaking nuts that we have the ability to send a nuke anywhere in the world. No wonder nobody wants to mess with us. No, everybody else is just testing the nukes. America's the only country that's ever used it. We've had the audacity to press the button. Nobody else did.
Hiroshima.
And we did it twice. Not even once. We did it twice. The first time I was like, oh, shoot. And then we're like, you know what? Already pressed it once. Bro, that's the problem. Once you press it once, the second time's easy. You know how they say your first million's always your hardest million to make? And then every million after that's easier. That's the same thing with nukes. Same thing, bro. Once you launch your first nuke and destroy a whole city, city number 2 is just, you know, whatever. It is what it is. Holy moly.
And Nagasaki. Not only that, each of these warheads can be assigned to different targets independently.
Oh my
God. The technology is called Multiple Independently Targetable Re-Entry Vehicle, or MIRV, and was first developed for the Minuteman III family of missiles. So any country messing with the United States will have to deal with this awesome arsenal of firepower.
Bro, imagine look at this. Look how crazy this looks.
Country messing with the United States
Ready for this?
will have to deal with this awesome arsenal of firepower.
The world will be destroyed. The world will be destroyed.
Which can be launched at a moment's notice. If it weren't the ICBMs or the stealth fighters raining fire down on you, it would be precision-guided munitions, or better known as smart bombs or PGMs instead.
Oh, great.
This is another big reason why not messing with the US military
They've got
is
smart
a good
bombs.
idea. All branches of the US military use smart bombs in some forms or the other. These weapon systems are designed to be precise and hit a specific target with maximum efficiency.
Oh,
These
maximum
bombs are
efficiency.
so
That means
effective
most
that
amount
during
of
the
deaths.
First Gulf War, PGMs comprised only 9% of weapons fired, but accounted for 75% of all successful hits.
What?
Since then, for the US military at least, the days of normal artillery shells and unguided bombs are long gone. Nowadays, the military uses PGMs from air, ground, and sea.
Dude, no shot. Artillery now is like... Dude, that is crazy.
Ground and sea. Precision-guided munitions come in various forms and use different kinds of technologies to achieve precise hits. A large majority of PGMs use the Global Positioning System, or GPS, of satellites to guide their trajectory to target. However, sometimes this becomes a problem, as GPS coverage is not always reliably available everywhere across the globe, or bad weather conditions can hinder operations.
Oh.
Thus, the Office of Naval Research, the Naval Surface Warfare Center, and the Army Research Laboratory have all coordinated to develop the first ever artillery-fired smart munition that will not use GPS guidance. The project is known as Moving Target Artillery Round, or MTAR for short. The MTAR shell can be guided onto stationary as well as moving targets in both land and sea, using a combination of guidance technology. The best part is that these shells can be fired from the existing M777A2 155mm towed howitzer and the M109A7 Paladin Integrated Management self-propelled 155mm artillery systems already in use by the US military. The shells will also feature an extended range of 40 to 60 miles, using rocket boosters to propel them. Once finished, it will afford the US military another potent weapon system that outclasses others around the world. Lastly, the fifth and final reason...
Holy dude, this is freaking insane right now. I am like, dude, this is crazy.
Why you shouldn't fight the US military is drones. We're all familiar with...
You know what they should do? Every country just watch this video, and then no one's going to want to mess with us. How the hell did we fumble the bag so bad in the Middle East with all that stuff that went? How do we lose, bro? How do we lose so many weapons and items and things? Oh my God. Wait, what? We lost a nuke? How do you lose a nuke? How do you just lose a nuke? There's six missing nukes. One is in eastern North Carolina. Oh. Wow.
What an unmanned aerial vehicle or drone is and what it's supposed to do. But in recent years, the usability of UAVs are steadily increasing to encompass all spheres of military operations, and the US military is the pioneering spirit behind it. At first, used only for surveillance missions, drones were quickly weaponized after the 9/11 attacks and have been extensively used by the US military in the war against terror as an offensive weapon platform. It's forecasted that over the next decades, the US is in line to purchase over 1,000 combat drones of various classifications.
What?
Some of them, like the Lockheed Martin RQ-170 Sentinel and the Boeing MQ-25 Stingray, are already in the final stages of development, and once finished, will provide the US military with state-of-the-art platforms capable of multi-role operations, ranging from attack missions to aerial refueling.
God.
Drone technology has reached such heights today that a single UAV can loiter miles above the surface of the Earth for hours, waiting for the target to show its head and stick.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, chat. I've seen some crazy footage.
Will allow all the services under the US military to reduce its dependency on manned platforms, thereby reducing the risks during future combat operations. These 5 weapon systems make the US military extremely dangerous for any adversary looking to get into a conflict with them. In a conventional warfare setting, it's almost impossible to beat the US military machine. That's why modern enemies of the United States are employing more and more asymmetric warfare strategies against the mighty US military. Despite that, the US military juggernaut is hands down the most powerful military complex in the world today, and probably will be for decades to come. That's all we have for you today, folks. Thanks for sticking around till the end. If you liked the video and want to stay up to date on cool...
Dude, that is crazy. You know what's even crazier, though? Like,